Hello, Logan. My name is Kelly, and I am your daughter Sarah's behavior analyst. Today, I'll be asking you some questions to get to know her a little bit better.
Oh, nice to meet you.
So I recently looked at her medical records, and I saw that she was just recently diagnosed with autism.
Yeah, about a year ago.
Okay, okay. And I briefly talked to your wife on the phone a little bit ago, and I found out that you guys recently moved here from Morocco.
Yeah. Also, about 2 years ago.
Okay, so do you guys speak any other languages?
Spanish.
Spanish. Okay. Ooh, okay. So, can you tell me a little bit about her, Sarah's language abilities?
Language
Like, can
abilities.
she have a conversation, or does she kind of like just like talk to you in like one word sentences, or does she not talk at all?
Oh. So she does a lot of short and disfluent sentences. She can't really form a lot of words together at once, but it
Okay.
usually comes out very short.
When I spoke to your wife briefly, she told me that she was very smart. Like, she knew all of her numbers, all of her letters. Okay.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, she can label. She knows animals, letters, numbers. She
Okay.
can spell her name, all that. But everything just comes out short when she talks.
No, that's awesome. She has a lot of skills already. Um, does she attend any school so far?
Not yet. We're holding on off on that so far.
Okay, yeah, she's still pretty young. Can you describe her play skills, and any of her preferred like toys or items that she likes to play with?
Well, her favorite is her mom's iPhone. That's
Mhm.
pretty average, I'd say. And the TV is another big one, which is I know a big one for kids these days. She also likes puzzles and trains, which
Oh,
is kind of fun. So those are on two of her biggest things, other than electronics.
oh, that's pretty cool. So she likes to manipulate and build things.
Yeah, her favorite things to do are to build things.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds like fun. Um, so is there anything else that she likes to do other than manipulate items and toys?
She loves the outdoors. She likes to be playing outside, the pool. She's a great swimmer. She
Awesome.
likes to be out in the water as much as she can.
That's awesome. Okay. Currently is Sarah taking any medications?
No, not yet.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about Sarah's problem behaviors. What does that look like for you right now? Do you see any aggression, like self-injurious behavior?
Definitely aggression. She'll hit, some kicking and pushing.
Hmm.
She'll also have some pretty big tantrums where she's doing a lot of yelling and screaming, but still not making a lot of sense with the short sentences.
Okay.
Um, she also has a lot of aggression towards her sister.
Her sister,
Uh,
I was just gonna ask that. Yeah. So the aggression is mainly aimed to the sister. Is it aimed at you and your wife at all?
Not as much. It is mostly between her and my other daughter.
Okay, perfect. Um, so you would say the most concerning problem behavior that you see is the aggression?
Yes, the top three would probably be the hitting, the yelling and the tantrums, and then the kicking.
Oh, okay. Okay. And how intense would you rate those problem behaviors?
Um, Pretty intense. The hitting is definitely the most intense. Then yelling is probably about in the middle, and then she does do some kicking, but it's not as intense.
Okay, I see, I see. So tell me a little bit about the tantruming. Like, how long do they usually last?
So sometimes they last for up to about 3 hours at times. Sometimes they're pretty quick, but I have seen them go all the way up to 3 hours at a time.
Oh, wow, that seems like it's really hard. Um, so you would say the aggression's a little bit less um intense. You would say that the tantruming is the most intense as of now.
Yes, yeah, the aggression is pretty mild, but the tantrums seem to be pretty intense.
Okay, okay, good to know. Things let me know. Um, Do the different type of behavior, does it usually occur in bursts or clusters, or does like something signal that something's gonna happen? Like for example, does the yelling happen before hitting, or like do you see anything like that?
Yeah, so there's one big thing she does, in that there's always a yell right before she has a tantrum or like a burst out. It's always that the yelling starts everything off.
Okay, that's really good to know. Um, so what would you say, like different situations, like is the problem behavior to occur in one situation or another? Do you usually know when a problem behavior is going to occur?
Almost always it is around bath, bedtime, whenever we got to eat something, getting her hair done. Whenever she really has to do something, it seems to arise.
I see. I see. Um, okay, I see. So whenever you ask her to do something, like, does that mean like she's doing something that she wants to be doing, and then you guys are like telling her like, hey, it's time for bed, like it's time to go to bed. So it's usually in those
Yeah.
type of instances. Okay.
Yes, usually it's when she's playing and we tell her she has to do something else.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Um, so this kind of goes hand in hand with the previous question. Um, does the problem behavior almost always occur with specific activities?
Um, yes. Usually it's when cut the TV time short, or when we started trying to bring her inside after she's been playing outside for a while.
I see. So you noted previously that bedtime you see a lot of tantrums and aggression, problem behavior. What time does she usually go to bed?
Usually around midnight.
Oh, wow.
Um, so it takes a while to get her to go to sleep.
Okay. Is that because she's having a hard time transitioning off like electronics? You said that she really likes those.
Yes.
Okay.
Whenever we cut that TV off, it starts a tantrum almost every time.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that sounds really hard. You guys must not get a lot of sleep.
No, it makes it very difficult.
Yeah. Um, what usually seems to trigger the problem behavior?
Um, it seems she likes to have everything her way.
I see.
So if she has to do something that she doesn't want to do, or somebody tries to get her to do it a different way, she gets very aggressive,
Yeah.
especially with her mother and their sister, as I said before.
Okay, I see. So it's less with you, more with mom and sister.
Yes, very much so.
And so with the sisters, you said that she's younger. So um, you see like even more you're concerned with the little sister interaction.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Um, so a lot of times kids with autism have trouble when you break a routine or interrupt their day-to-day activities. So do you notice that when you break a routine or like something changes, like there's like an increase in problem behavior for Sarah?
Yes. Um, Definitely.
Okay. So do you guys have a normal day-to-day schedule, or do you kind of, I mean, with two kids, I know it's hard to keep a schedule. Um, or no, not really.
We don't have a specific schedule. It's something that I'd like to look into, is getting more structure.
No, yeah, definitely. We can definitely look at that. Um, okay, so we went over this before. So you said that the behavior occurs most often when things don't go Sarah's way. Um, so do you think that overall, like, she likes to have control of the situation?
100%. She has to be in charge, or she starts freaking out.
Okay. See. So this is a big question. So when Sarah is engaging in the problem behavior, the tantruming, the aggression, how do you, like, meaning you and your wife, respond?
We usually tell her to stop, and that does not usually work. We get pretty frustrated and then end up giving in almost every time.
So when you talk to her, does the like problem behavior seem to intensify?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it definitely gets more intense if we try to ignore it.
Okay, I see, I see. Um, okay. And I think that seems like everything for today. Thank you so much. We're going to be working on some goals to help you out. I know this is a really hard situation, but we're going to work through it together.
Definitely, I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you. See you next week.
See ya.